Hello students. In last class we have seen one of the disk scheduling algorithm, that is FCFS, that is first come first serve. We'll just revise what we have done. We have taken this example of a request queue where the cylinder numbers are ranging between 0 to 199 and the head pointer is at 53. Yeah, this is what we have seen in the last class. Let us look on next algorithm, that is SSTF, that is shortest seek time first. This works on the concept of selecting the request which has got a minimum seek time from the current head position. So what is seek time? That is the amount of time required to go for the particular sector, that we call as a seek time, right? So we should process the request queue in such a way, the requests in a queue in such a way that when it is moving from one request to another request, the amount of seek time required should be minimum. So here we'll take it is a form of SJF scheduling, that is what we do with the CPU scheduling, shortest job first. It will work here. So it has a drawback that it will cause a starvation of some requests also, because if it is lying too away from the current head pointer, then its turn will come at a later point of time, or it has to wait for a longer period of time. So let us take the same example what we have taken for learning FCFS. So let us consider the queue where we have the request 98 183, that is here 37 122 14 124 65 and 67, and we'll take the same starting point, that it is starting at cylinder number 53. The way it works is currently the head is pointing at 53rd cylinder. Search the next cylinder request in the from the queue which is nearest to 53. So how to do that? I hope that is a simple logic that we need to apply. From 53 you just go for checking the distance between 53 and all requests in the queue. So what we are supposed to do is the distance how we calculate is 98 minus 53, 183 minus 53, 37 minus 53, then 53 minus 37, 122 minus 53, 53 minus 14, 124 minus 53, right? Then 65 minus 53, 67 minus 53. So if you do the calculation of this, that is the distance between current head pointer and all the requests in the queue, we get the minimum seek time for 65, that is from 53 to 65 it is just 12, right? For all others it is slightly more. The algorithm is working in this way. From current head pointer, that is from 53, it will first go to 65th cylinder, because it is the nearest cylinder from the current head position. So this is the way it moves to this particular cylinder 65. So right now it is at 65th cylinder. So which is the nearest cylinder excluding the already done, that is 53 to the 65th cylinder that we have to see. So obviously by looking at the queue itself we'll come to know that 67 is very nearer, because it is just 2 cylinders away from the 65th cylinder. So it will go for processing the request of cylinder number 67. Then from 67, which is nearest? Obviously 67 is nearer to 37, because 65 is already done. So next nearest cylinder which is in the request queue is 37. So it will be going for the cylinder number 37. Yeah, from 37 the nearest cylinder is 14, and from 14 we get 98th cylinder as nearest, because we have from left out with 98, 183, 122, 124. So the smallest number among all these is 98. Obviously that will be when you subtract it from 98 minus 14, when we do, that will be the minimum. So it will go to 98 cylinder. From there it will go to 122, and obviously when you look at this, 124 is nearest to 122. Then lastly it will go for 183. So now we need to calculate total number of head movements right from 53. So we need to take 65 minus 53, 12. 65 to 67, it has moved to 2 cylinders, 12 plus 2. From 67 to 37, 40. From 37 to 40, whatever we get, that has to be added. So when you do this totally for all the cylinders in the queue, we will get it as 236. So there will be totally the head moment will be of 236 cylinders. As I told in the previous scheduling algorithm also, that sometime in examinations and in question papers it is asked to calculate the average number of head movements taken by the particular algorithm as well. So in that case what we are supposed to do is first we need to calculate the total head movements for the entire queue of requests. Then we have to simply take its average, that is total number of head movements divided by number of requests in the queue. So in this case it is so we have how many requests in the queue? I think 8, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 requests in the queue. So we are supposed to do 236 divided by 2 8, sorry, 236 divided by 8. So if you compare this, because we have gone for considering the same example which we have taken for FCFS also. In the previous example we got the total number of head movements as 640 cylinders. It has been greatly reduced in case of SSTF, that is 236 cylinders. So by this we can say that compared to FCFS, shortest seek time first is the better algorithm. It is more faster than that of the FCFS. But the drawback of SSTF scheduling is it is leading to starvation of some of the requests. Like if the request is placed at a request of a particular process is very far away from the current head point, then it is served at the later point of time, that leads to starvation of some of the requests. Similar to that is the case with the SJF scheduling also, that we have already seen. So this is how SSTF works. We have few more algorithms that we'll see in the next video lecture. Thank you.